Let me tell you a story you've never heard before. The story of why your love life feels like a never-ending roller coaster of confusion, heartbreak, and total surprise. Picture this. You meet someone. They're perfect. Like movie star perfect. They laugh at your jokes, understand your deepest fears, and make you feel like you're the only person in the world. Fast forward 6 months. Something's changed. Those same eyes that once looked at you like you were magic now look right through you. What happened? Most people would chalk it up to bad luck, or say, that's just how relationships are. But what if I told you there's a hidden playbook? A secret manual that explains why relationships blow up, why people change, why love feels like a battlefield. Enter Arthur Schopenhauer, not some modern dating guru, but a philosopher who saw right through the romantic BS over 150 years ago. While everyone else was writing love poems, he was dissecting human behavior like a scientist cutting open a complex machine. Here's the punchline. Love isn't what you think it is. It's not a Disney movie. It's not even close to those romantic comedies. Love is a survival strategy so clever, so ruthless that most people don't even realize they're playing a game with rules written by evolution. Think about your last 3 relationships. The pattern that keeps repeating. The moment someone stops being interesting, useful, or exciting, boom, they're out. That's not drama, that's biology in action. And Schopenhauer saw this coming before anyone else. Imagine having a cheat code to understand why people do what they do, why your ex suddenly changed, why that perfect relationship imploded, why attraction works the way it does. This isn't about blaming anyone. This is about understanding the hidden machinery driving human connections. We're not talking about some boring academic theory. We're talking about the raw, unfiltered truth of how humans really choose partners. It's like discovering the secret algorithm of attraction. And trust me, it's nothing like what your romantic movies told you. By the time we're done, you'll see relationships differently. You'll understand why people act the way they do. You'll have a backstage pass to the most complex show on earth, human connection. Schopenhauer is about to drop some truth bombs that will make everything you thought you knew about love look like a fairy tale. Are you ready to see the matrix of human relationships? Let me ask you something brutal. How many times have you been completely destroyed by a relationship? Not just hurt, I mean crushed, demolished. The kind of heartbreak that makes you question everything you thought you knew about yourself. Most people are walking around with emotional scars they don't even understand. They keep repeating the same relationship mistakes like they're stuck in some kind of invisible trap. And here's the crazy part. They don't even know why. Imagine you're playing a game where nobody told you the rules. You're moving pieces around the board, thinking you're making smart choices, but you're actually just following a script written by something way bigger than you. That's your love life right now. Every failed relationship isn't just a personal tragedy. It's a symptom of a much deeper problem. You're fighting a war without knowing your enemy. And the enemy? It's not your ex. It's not even another person. It's the biological programming running in the background of your brain. Let's talk real consequences. When you don't understand these hidden rules, here's what happens. You waste years with the wrong person. Not just months, years of your life. Years you'll never get back. You pour your heart, your time, your dreams into someone who was never really going to be your forever. And the worst part? You repeat this cycle over and over. Your self-esteem gets destroyed. Each failed relationship doesn't just hurt, it leaves a mark. You start believing something is wrong with you. Why can't I make this work? What am I doing wrong? But you're not broken. You're just playing a game without knowing the rule book. Financial and emotional drain. Failed relationships aren't just about feelings. They cost you money. They cost you career opportunities. They mess with your mental health. Depression, anxiety, stress. These aren't just emotions. They're real, tangible costs that pile up with each relationship crash. But here's where it gets really interesting. This isn't just about you. This is about generations of human survival coded into your DNA. Every emotional pattern, every attraction, every heartbreak. It's a strategy that kept our ancestors alive. Schopenhauer understood something revolutionary. What we call love is actually a complex survival mechanism. It's not about romance, it's about finding the best genetic and social partner to ensure survival and reproduction. Think about the last time you felt completely blindsided in a relationship. When someone you trusted completely suddenly changed. When the perfect partner became a total stranger overnight. That's not bad luck. That's biology doing its job. Most people go through life never understanding these hidden rules. They're like players in a game, getting beaten over and over, never knowing why. But what if you could see the chessboard? What if you could understand the moves before they happen? This isn't about blame. This is about survival. This is about understanding the most complex system you'll ever encounter, human attraction. By the end of this, you won't just understand relationships, you'll understand the hidden code that drives human connection. The question isn't whether these rules exist. The question is, are you ready to finally understand them? Here's a truth bomb that's going to blow your mind. Everything you think you know about attraction is a lie. And I mean everything. Most people believe they choose their partners based on love, compatibility, or some magical connection. Wrong. Dead wrong. You're actually following a script written by millions of years of survival instincts, and you don't even know it. Let's break down how humans really choose partners. It's not romantic. It's not cute. It's a cold, calculated survival game that's been running since our ancestors were fighting for survival in prehistoric times. Imagine you're not a person, but a survival machine. Your entire biological purpose? To pass on the best possible genes to the next generation. Every smile, every flirt, every moment of connection, it's not about love. It's about finding the absolute best genetic lottery ticket. Men and women play completely different games, and most people have no clue what those games are. For men, the game is about showing potential. Can you protect? Can you provide? Can you bring resources that will keep the tribe alive? Your abs, your job, your confidence, these aren't just attractive traits. They're survival signals. A woman's brain is doing complex math every time she looks at you, calculating whether you're a good genetic investment. Women have an even more brutal calculation. They're not just looking for a partner. They're looking for the best possible survival strategy. Strong genes, stable resources, potential for protection. Every single interaction is a test. Can this person keep me and my potential children safe? Here's a mind-blowing fact. Most of this happens unconsciously. You're not choosing. Your biology is choosing for you. That spark you feel? That's not magic. That's millions of years of survival programming doing its job. Let's talk about something called mate value. It's like a secret score everyone carries. Your looks, your resources, your social status, they all add up. And here's the brutal truth. People constantly trade up when they get the chance. That loyal partner? They're loyal until a better option appears. Think about your past relationships. Remember how someone seemed perfect until they weren't? That's not coincidence. That's biology doing quality control. Your partner is constantly assessing whether you're still the best possible option. Schopenhauer saw this before anyone else. While other philosophers were writing about love and romance, he was seeing the cold, hard truth. Humans aren't driven by emotion. We're driven by survival. Status matters more than looks. Resources matter more than personality. Your ability to provide and protect trumps everything else. This isn't sexist. This is pure biological reality. Women aren't choosing partners. They're choosing survival strategies. A man isn't just a romantic partner. He's a potential resource package, a protection mechanism, a genetic lottery ticket. And men, they're not choosing love. They're choosing the best possible reproductive strategy. That hot girl who seems way out of your league, she's not just attractive. She's a walking representation of genetic potential. This isn't about blame. This is about understanding. Every single thing you do in a relationship is a survival strategy. Every compliment, every gift, every moment of intimacy, it's all part of a complex biological negotiation you're not even aware you're making. By the end of this, you'll never look at relationships the same way again. You're not a romantic. You're a survival machine dressed up in fancy clothes, telling yourself beautiful stories to hide the raw truth of your existence. Welcome to the real world of human attraction. Are you ready to see behind the curtain? Ever feel like you're dating a master of disguise? Like the person you thought you knew can change faces faster than a chameleon changes colors? Welcome to the world of psychological defense mechanisms. The secret weapon nobody talks about. Here's a brutal truth. Everyone is wearing a mask. And I mean everyone. The sweet girl next door. The tough guy at the gym. Your seemingly perfect partner. They're all running a psychological survival game so complex, it would make secret agents look like amateurs. Schopenhauer understood something most people miss completely. Humans don't show their true selves. They show what keeps them safe. Every smile, every tear, every moment of vulnerability. It's a calculated move, not a real emotion, a survival strategy. Let's talk about the ultimate human superpower, emotional camouflage. Imagine you're an animal in the wild. Your survival depends on blending in, showing exactly what others want to see. That's not just an animal thing. That's human relationships in a nutshell. Women are absolute masters of this game. They don't just adapt, they transform. One moment, they're the vulnerable, innocent partner who needs protection. The next, they're a strategic genius who can cut you down with a single look. And the crazy part? Most of the time, they don't even know they're doing it. Think about your last relationship. Remember those moments when everything felt perfect? When your partner seemed to understand you completely? That wasn't magic. That was strategic vulnerability. They were showing exactly what would keep you invested, exactly what would make you stay. Men do this too, but differently. The tough guy act, the successful businessman persona, the sensitive artist routine. These aren't personalities. These are survival costumes, each designed to attract the right partner to show the right value. Here's how the game really works. Every emotional display is a negotiation. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's a weapon. Tears aren't just emotions, they're strategic signals. A laugh isn't just joy, it's a way of creating connection. Your partner isn't crazy for changing. They're implementing their most advanced survival software. When you show weakness, they pull back. When you show strength, they lean in. When you become unpredictable, they reassess their entire strategy. Schopenhauer saw this as a brutal dance of survival. Humans don't have claws or fangs. Our weapon is psychological manipulation. We don't fight. We negotiate. We don't conquer. We adapt. Most people think emotions are random. They're not. They're calculated responses designed to protect your core self, create the best possible outcome, keep you safe in the social jungle, maximize your chances of survival and reproduction. Your ex, who suddenly changed, not crazy, calculating. Your partner, who seems to read your mind, not magical, strategically adaptive. That person who can turn emotions on and off like a switch, a survival genius. This isn't about being bad. This is about understanding the most complex system you'll ever encounter, human psychological defense. Every single interaction is a negotiation. Every emotion is a strategy. By the end of this, you'll see human connections differently. You're not just in a relationship. You're in a high-stakes psychological chess match where the winner takes everything. Schopenhauer understood what most people never will. Humans are not emotional beings. We are survival machines dressed up in feelings. Playing a game so complex, most players don't even know the rules. Are you ready to see the real playbook of human interaction? We've torn apart everything you thought you knew about relationships. Now it's time to put you back together. Stronger, smarter, and completely unbreakable. This isn't about becoming bitter. This is about becoming powerful. You've just been handed the most dangerous weapon in human history: understanding. Most people walk through life like blind mice, getting trapped in the same relationship mazes over and over. You're about to become the person who sees the entire maze, who understands every single move before it happens. Here's your survival toolkit. Not a list of pickup lines, not another dating hack. This is your psychological survival guide. First rule, know your own value. And I mean really know it. Not the fake confidence social media sells you. The deep, unshakable understanding that you are a complete human being with or without a relationship. Your worth isn't determined by who wants you. Your worth is determined by what you bring to the table. Your skills, your growth, your potential. Relationships are a choice, not a necessity. The moment you understand this, you become uncontrollable. Second rule, emotions are information, not commands. Every feeling isn't a truth, it's a signal. That anger, a message. That jealousy, a map. That excitement, a warning. Learn to read your emotional language like a professional translator. Most people are slaves to their emotions. You're going to become the person who understands emotions like a chess grandmaster understands the board. Every move has a reason. Every feeling has a strategy. Third rule, boundaries aren't walls. They're force fields. The most attractive quality isn't looks. It isn't money. It's having crystal clear boundaries that cannot be crossed. When you know exactly what you will and won't accept, you become magnetic. Think about the most powerful people you know. They're not the loudest, they're not the prettiest. They're the ones who are absolutely sure about who they are. That's your new operating system. Schopenhauer understood something revolutionary. True power comes from understanding, not fighting. You don't beat the game by being aggressive. You beat it by being smart, by seeing the entire playing field while everyone else is stuck on one square. This isn't about manipulation. This is about awareness, about understanding the hidden rules of human connection, about becoming so comfortable with yourself that no one can use your insecurities against you. Stop trying to be perfect. Start being real. Stop chasing validation. Start creating value. Stop being a victim of your relationships. Start being the architect of your own connection. Your past relationships weren't failures. They were research. Every heartbreak was a lesson. Every mistake was data. You're not collecting romantic experiences. You're collecting intelligence about human behavior. The world doesn't need more angry people. It needs aware people. People who understand the deeper currents running beneath human behavior. People who can navigate relationships like skilled captains, not desperate passengers. This is your mission. Should you choose to accept it, become so incredibly self-aware that your relationships become a choice, not a need. Become so understanding of human psychology that you can spot manipulation from a mile away. Become so secure in yourself that no one can shake your foundation. Schopenhauer didn't just expose human nature. He gave us a blueprint for understanding ourselves. And now that blueprint is yours. Are you ready to see the world differently? Are you ready to become dangerous, not through anger, but through understanding? Welcome to the next level of human connection. Game on.